So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it.
Up next, it's Week 11 action in the NFL with the Steelers in town to take on the Chargers. Pittsburgh's dominated the series with 24 wins to LA's 10. Will the dominance continue? Find out on Sunday night.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100. And 19 touchdowns in the dip.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice... little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw with Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Brady to throw. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. His 10th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 12 overall. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Fights through him. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Jones. He'll get this to Lazard. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Watkins here. A gain of 6 there on first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Brady's saying, let's go, as he'll hustle him to the... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On play action, it's Brady. This is Smith with the ground. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's throw there taken in by Smith. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That'll be complete to Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Joe Tryon, the rookie out of Washington, in to drop him for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Bowden now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action here on 1st down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. More from L.A. in a moment. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dillon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a give to Fournette. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? And
he's in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Throwing Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eye.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And they're going to speed things up here. Brady going to throw here. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire